Hello everyone and welcome to last month's studio vlog. A lot happened last month, especially with us preparing for a store launch that was happening at the end of the month. As you can imagine, it does get a little bit hectic with all the new products arriving. I got a new iPad this month, there was a book debacle, so much happened. And I can't wait to show you everything that happened. Let's go. Let's do this. So it's a really exciting mail day. This is the first week of March, and I actually ordered my February books so that Patreons could have an exclusive version, and we could have a version for the store as well. But I actually wanted to upgrade my iPad for the longest time. One, because my iPad is very, very old now, and I wasn't expecting this for 2 weeks. It is here, and I am shocked. Hello, oh, shiny, and oh, look at it! I'm gonna cry. So it's bigger than the one I've got. Oh yes, Bella, you've got to inspect. And this is the 256 iPad Pro 11-inch second generation. So this is the latest iPad Pro 11-inch. I actually just bought a case for this, so that's gonna arrive tomorrow. That's really funny because I was not expecting this at all. But the most important thing, let's look at the books. Now Bella's on one box, so she's you know, protecting that. Those scissors are now on the floor. Dear me. Was not expecting that. Okay, so finally managed to open this box. That was a struggle. They've done some really good packing tape on this. Packing peanuts. Hello, Bella. Bella. Peanuts. And this is the Patreon exclusive for that month. So this is the exclusive cover that they have. And this is the inside. Oh, it looks so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of that. Let's just see if the other ones have got. Why have they got that line on the back? Huh. It's fine. You know, this is the Patreon exclusive cover. As you can see, this is the textless cover. This was only available to Patreons throughout the entirety of February. So I can actually start packaging Patreon orders now. I've got all the other stuff to print, but I digress. Let's have a look at the other ones, because the other ones are fun as well. I'll be right back. Okay, and in here, now opened up all fully, this is the one that will go on general sale at the end of this month with the store update. The main difference between this one and this one is the cover variants. So Patreon's got this version and general public sale is this version. I'm really happy with how they printed. The colours look so vibrant. I'm very, very happy with that. Yeah. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Boop. Let's know. So as you saw yesterday, the books arrived and I was inspecting the books, and there is a printing error with them. It's only a minor printing error, it's not huge, but you can see like there is like a printer header line all the way down the back cover, so like it's on the inside and on the outside, almost as if like the printer has had an issue while printing, and it's on both covers. Now I've been back and looked at my original files thinking, okay, is it something I've missed? No, there is nothing on the original file. So I've contacted the printer and they said that they'd get back to me, but they haven't gone back to me yet, and I will just wait to see what they're going to do, because like I can't really sell books that have printing errors in them. Well, I could sell them at a discounted rate, but that's not the point. I've paid for a book that does that. Now the printer I usually use, they're really good at fixing stuff like this, so I'm hoping they just get back to me sooner rather than later, because I'm having to delay sending out Patreon orders because of this, which is frustrating, because it was already going to be late sending out because we were waiting on the books to arrive. I've done everything else, I'm just waiting on the books. So I'm just waiting on them to reply to me so I can sort that out. Just frustrating, because it's one of the things that you can have troubles with when outsourcing. You can get printer errors, you can have issues, you can run into problems like this, and I'm pretty understanding. At the end of the day, it's just it is a printer issue, and hopefully they can sort it out for me and get a reprint sent to me, but I'm not expecting anything to arrive until next week now, which is just... Anyway, I'm actually trying to think about what to do with my old iPad. I might actually sell it, so I'll probably go through and properly sort that out, because it's fully functional. It's just I was starting to, basically the battery wasn't lasting as long as I needed it to. Like the pen battery was only lasting like up to like 4 hours when it used to last like 8 to 12 hours, which is absolutely fine, like as long as like you're not drawing for an excessive amount of time. But it was just becoming frustrating after a bit, because I'll be in the middle of work and be like, your battery has 5%, and I'm like, for fudge's sake. So I'll be seeing about sorting that out and seeing if it can go to a good home. So my plan for today, this is Thursday in the first week, is to chase up the printer and try and get that sorted. I'm going to pack some orders and I'm going to work on commissions, which will be good. My new case for my iPad will arrive today, so I'm very excited about that. That's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be So then the new books arrived, the restock of the original books, and they turned out absolutely perfect, which I was really happy about. There is no printing error on the back of these, which is phenomenal, which meant I could finally send out those Patreon orders, which was over a week late. Like normally in the latest I would post is like the first Friday of that month, because I try and go out to the post office once a month, and I was just like, oh, I felt so behind schedule. But the reality was I wasn't massively behind. So then I decided to pack February's exclusive stuff. Now, every single month Patreons vote on a theme, and that theme, so for example, the theme in April is going to be Marie's Garden, the theme in March was Lavender's Apothecary, and the theme in February was February. Every single month they vote for a theme, and we do art based on that theme. So I'm showing you here packing the Botanist tier. So in the Botanist tier, they got a physical copy of the book for that month instead of a normal A4 print that they would get. Also in that pack, they got free 6x4 postcard prints, as well as stickers, and of course the colouring page for that month. Now normally it would be a print instead of an actual book, but all physical rewards got a book this month, and I was really happy with how everything turned out. And they all got bonus postcard as well with the artwork of the cover on, which I was really happy with. Everything just turned, when stuff turns out and you're like, yay, give me that serotonin. It made me very, very happy. But what more can I say? It was just really good to see it all packed and done, and I love sending out products to people. It just makes me really happy, and knowing that they're all going to happy little homes. Which meant, of course, was time for my weekly post office run, walking through the park and shouting at squirrels and chasing God knows what, frolicking through the woods. But that meant that my week had much more to work on. So I then got back and worked on that week's video, which was the Tale of the Demon Dogs. And this was really fun to actually play around with styles. I've been playing in a new D&D group lately, and that was a bi-weekly game, and it's been really fun to be a player instead of being a DM. It's a lot less work and I find it very enjoyable, and that's sort of like my recreational time. It's really important to have recreational activities in between all of your work, because otherwise all you do is work, and I am very, very guilty of this, and it's something that I need to recognize, that hey, it's okay to take a break and okay to sit back. And sometimes I recreationally draw. I like to sit down and do things for myself, and this was something that was kind of semi-selfish, plus got a video out of it, so I was pretty happy. Plus I got to tell the story of the first case that we solved in the Haven campaign, and I'm really excited. We're actually going to be playing this Sunday. We play every 2 weeks, and we have a missing child case that we're currently working on, so we're right against the clock, and it is spicy. I'm very excited to tell the story of that one. But this got me motivated to try out a different style that would be really good for commissions as well. But after all that recreational drawing, it was time to work on some new sticker sheets. With everything, with the store launch, I already had my new book and I wanted some more stickers that went with it. So I decided to finish a design that I had in my sketchbook for a while, which was these flower fairies. And I thought they'd make really cute stamp style stickers. And here they are. As you can see, this is the sticker sheet. Was super happy with how it came out. They just turned out absolutely absolutely lovely, and I really enjoyed drawing all these cute flower fairies. It was just so much fun. And I also did the pastel burbs, finally finished those off, and they got made into a sticker sheet. And I also made some potion vials because I was working on the March Patreon rewards. I was drawing a lot of potion vials, so I decided to reuse some assets for that for a sticker sheet. And I did a bumblebee sticker sheet, which I'm gonna go on a video on how I really work, how I do sticker sheets with a Cricut. I've been working out what works for me, and some stuff works amazingly and some stuff doesn't, but I want to talk to you about the trial and errors, and I'll talk to you about that in another video, just because, well, you know, you don't need to hear me having trials, and I've had so many trials and tribulations with that Cricut. It is ridiculous. I can get kiss cut stickers, which is basically sticker sheets, but can I get die cut stickers, which is just the sticker on its own? No, but I'm on a journey and it's going to be wonderful. But I digress. Another thing I realised I really wanted to do was a new product that I've been researching for a while, which was notepads. Now, this was 2 weeks before shop launch, so I was kind of a little bit late, but I was behind because of everything with the February books, and so I decided to design these notepads, and I ended up doing 2 designs, and one was to go with a tea dragon set, because on the store I want to have, as well as the prints and the stickers, there's going to be a tea dragon set. Like, everything is going to have like its own, it's almost like merchandise that is all within the same theme, and that's something that I have been trying to be cohesively working on up on the Etsy store. Convention selling and Etsy selling is very different. Etsy selling, it's better if you have like a commercial style with it, where it has like a sort of theme. So if you've got bumblebee items, it's all together. If you've got magic items, it's all together, and it's almost like a collection. You end up creating a collection of work. So I decided that I wanted to do teacup dragons, and I wanted to do a magic notepad that could tie in with all of my witches and character designs. Now, originally I was going to do a prickles notepad, which I was super excited for. I mean, unfortunately, Prickles isn't popular up on the Etsy store, and that makes me really sad, but there's not much I can do about that. He sells better at a convention, and I am looking on rebranding the Prickles comics anyway. But my first design was the Teacup Dragons. Now, I have this original design that you can see on the bottom here. This was originally done for washi tape, and I was originally going to draw a whole new tea dragon, and I was like, there's no point, because I've already got an asset there that I can reuse. And this is about working smarter, not working harder. Now, if you've already got an asset that you've drawn, you can use that multiple times on different merchandise, and it's about reusing assets. Otherwise, every time you create a new product, you're going to be drawing something absolutely brand new. Now, the Teacup Dragons, that design is on washi tape, but now it's also on the notepad, and I'm even thinking of turning it into a big sticker at one point, because I like the design so much that it seems a waste for it to be on something that's so small that it should be reused. I think it should be reused because I think it's super important for it to be reused. And to keep the same color scheme, I did some flowers and a teacup on top. I copied and pasted the flowers so that they were equal on both sides. I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted lined or plain notepads, because in the end I actually ended up putting the lines on there myself. And I was thinking about, if you're going to use these notepads, if you're going to use them for notes or sending them in orders or anything like that, depending on what a person would like to have done with that, I was thinking, okay, if we are doing that, it sort of makes more sense for me to add lines, because my handwriting gets atrocious. I write slanted and it ends up going so bad so quickly, it's ridiculous. So I thought, lined. I think if I was going to do plain, I think they would be square notepads, because it makes more sense for a square notepad to not be lined, but manufacturing for square notepads is very, very difficult. Now, the company I used for these, I used Banana Print. They let you order a minimum order quantity of 8 of each design, so you can just order 8 of a notepad, because sometimes you don't know if a product's going to work until you actually put it up on a store. Sometimes products work and sometimes they don't. And this definitely was a risk because it's a bit of a money sink. And I did look into lots of manufacturers. A really good way to research your manufacturers if you are not entirely sure is to check out, there's some fantastic Facebook groups. I'm part of Discord groups as well, and they are really, really helpful and instrumental in telling you what's good and what's not good. Now, not everyone's going to share their manufacturers. The companies that I use, they're fairly big-ish companies, so they have quite a workforce behind them. It's smaller companies that will struggle with a larger load. So I understand, like, if you've gone with a lot of trial and error, some people may not want to share that because they've already done all the legwork. Like, they've gone through tons of manufacturers to find the one that works for them. I just end up doing a lot of research, asking people, and like, some people love to share and some people don't. And of course, more store prep. Pretty much all this month was just drawing and store prep. There was nothing that's massively I mean, I suppose my new iPad arriving is huge, and having new products arrive is really exciting, but you know, some days aren't that exciting. Some days I just spend cutting and making and printing. It's, you know, days upon days of that, and it's just not interesting footage, really, let's be honest. But, you know, here's me cutting the teacup dragon stickers. I'm using my big guillotine cutter, which my cat, for some reason, absolutely loves to sit on every time I'm using it. I have no idea. She must have no sense of fear at all, because I'm so terrified of cutting her little tail off accidentally. But it's quite sturdy. Even if you knock it, the blade doesn't fall, so I'm very grateful for that. But you know, when you just have like that final destination moment, that's all I think about every single time. Okay, ignore all this. I've literally just stepped in through the door, but I'm excited. I just went to go check my P.O. box. I have a P.O. box as a part of my business expense. It is quite an expense. It's something like 160 odd pounds for 6 months, but it's an expense in case like mail goes missing when I'm sending out orders. There's a chance for it to get rerouted, and you know, it saves a lot of hassle in the long run. Plus, I don't like giving out my personal address details, and sometimes I get fan mail. Now, I haven't checked it in quite a while, and I haven't checked it in quite a while because with the Panorama, the Panic at the Disco, the Panini, whatever you want to call it, unfortunately, it is quite a walk, so I've been avoiding doing that if I can. So I went to go and check on my P.O. box today, and we got fan mail. My P.O. box is open if anyone ever does want to send things. You never have to, you're under no obligation to, but let's have a look at what we got. I already opened one because, you know, I'm a terrible human being. You can see this because this is my P.O. box, so it's fine. But let's show you what I got, because I don't want to know. I want to know what's in these. Ah! Okay. Right, let's open. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Okay, just make sure I've got everything out of that envelope. Sorry, it's Gabe. Oh, I know this person. I know this person's work. Ooh, okay. Firstly, can we just appreciate how beautifully packaged this is? Like, holy moly. Okay. Oh, I'm terrified of opening it. No, let's just tear into it. Come on. Right. Sorry for ruining your beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. Hello. Couple of bits. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, your handwriting is gorgeous. I'm so excited. I'm going to open everything. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the artist name if anyone wants to check this out. Their work is gorgeous, by the way. Just look at this. Oh, we've not even opened it yet, and I'm so excited. Holy smokes, jeez. Oh my god. There is surprise things in here. Oh my lord, look at all these stickers. Look at all those stickers. Oh, these are beautiful. Are these done with gouache? I have such a respect for anyone who like uses gouache, because it is like such a fun medium, but it's so difficult for me to control. These are gorgeous. Look at these. Holy smokes. There's a Croak sticker pack. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am very, very excited about these. I love Breath of Wild like so much, and I'm gonna have to take those out and look at them later. Let's have a look. Making Depresso by Gabe. I'm loving how you presented this, like with the band across there. That's really, it's like a small touch, but it just makes it feel very cool. Oh, it's a mini zine. Oh, no coffee bees. It's a coffee bee. Oh no. You crying to make. Oh, I love how dark that is. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, let's have a look at these prints. Oh, these are gorgeous. I love the colour use. They've got the yellows and the greens. Oh, looks like I've got new things to put on my wall. There is some blood and violence in this, just in case you don't like. Now, personally, I really like blood and violence. I personally don't mind that at all. Is that a zine? We're gonna have to have a quick look. If it's too sensitive, yeah, I'm gonna have a quick flip through just in case, just because if there's stuff in here that's a little sensitive. Okay, firstly, this is gorgeous. I can show like the first page. Look how beautiful this is. Ooh, I would show the rest, but unfortunately it does contain a little bit of graphic content, but oh, eyeballs! They're just candy, okay? YouTube, it's candy. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Look at the lino cut prints. Oh my goodness. This is... Gosh, you're so talented. Yes, again, if anyone wants to check out this person's work, this artist goes by at Sorry It's Gabe on Instagram. So let's put that there. Ooh, another one bites the dust. Just double check here, that's fine. I have to double check that there's no, personal information on it, because I don't want to give out people's private details. Ugh, that was emotional. Thank you so much for your letter, Natalie. I'm glad that my content can bring joy to people, especially when we're in a panini right now. Oh, gosh. Okay. I have no idea what this is. Holy smokes. Like, this is a big box. Like, it's a huge box. Come on. Can't open it. Opens, says a Sophie. I did it. Oh my goodness, I can already see there is a lot of stuff in. What on... What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Who sent this? I don't want to break the seal too much. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Who sent this? Wait. Come on. I can't open this letter. It's technical difficulties. Trying to contact you. 90s rabbit. Oh my my gosh, this is from Luna Raven Artist. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. Let's just... Oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Thank you so much. No, I don't own a copy of this. I have never seen this before. What the hecky pecky. And it's like illustrations all the way through, and this is just... I really want to illustrate my own version of Alice in Wonderland one day, and I am forever like trying to get inspiration for it. Thank you so much, Luna Raven Artist. Like, holy I'm gonna cry. Okay, let me put this to one side. Oh, okay. Right, and the last one. And I was just double checking that there's no one's address before I spin it around. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. I know what this is. This is a return because they accidentally got the book twice, which is absolutely fine. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely fine. Okay. Holy smokes. Okay. This is absolutely insane. Like, thank you to anyone who supports this channel, who supports me and my work, who supports everything I do. It means the world to me, and I cannot thank everyone who has sent stuff to the P.O. box, and this is people who've previously sent stuff to the P.O. box. Like, know that I've appreciated and loved every single thing, and any piece of art that I get goes in a specific folder, and like it means a lot. Like, holy smokes, I'm very privileged to have some very talented people who support this channel, and I'm so emotional. Like, it means the world, of course. Let me just get my camera thing out of the way. Like, of course it means everything, because without you guys supporting this channel, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I wouldn't be full-time freelance, and the support and the love that I've gotten has meant so much. Like, I am now going to go and make sure that these are put in a very safe place, and I need to continue work because there is a lot of work to do today. But no, thank you everyone who sent stuff to the P.O. box. I will try and check it more often. I don't check it too often just because like I said, it's a bit of a walk to get to, and since we're in a Panini, Panorama, Panic at the Disco, Backstreet Boys reunion tour, whatever you want to call it, a blip. I'm just extremely grateful. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna go back to work now. I'm gonna stop being emotional. I can't, I've got Critical Role to watch. So something's arrived. My little Bella. Oh my god, already. Bella. Oh, they turned out so good. Holy moly. Ah, look at them. Oh my god. I mean, that corner's a little turned up, but these are the new notepads, and if I open this up and show people, it has a gummed edge on the top. Oh god, the print quality feels beautiful, and these are just like, it's sending easy as letters and stuff. And after the new products arrive, it's quite literally a race to the finish line to finish everything, so to speak. I was finishing my Patreon exclusive print. I was printing and cutting all the stickers ready for launch, and we did an entire day of product photography, which I entirely forgot to film, which I will have to film when we do that next time, so that I can show you exactly how we do it. Bella has fallen in love with the Cricut. She loves it to no end, and I worked on a few commissions this month as well. I don't really like to show them too much in the vlogs because, you know, it's personal for that commissioner. And I realised that we're running low on some wooden pins, so I actually had some that I hadn't even put the backs onto, so I took a bit of time and worked on that, and just basically making sure that everything is ready for the shop launch. It is very stressful doing a shop launch because there's a lot that goes into it. You've got your product making, you're sending it off to printers, it arrives, you have to assemble it, you've got to take product photography, then you've got to do all your listings. It takes a lot of time, and there's research that goes into everything as well, and it's stressful, but it's fun. Like, I have so much fun like making new products. It makes me very, very happy. This is sort of an eclectic month, but you know, it was so much fun. Printing supervisor is clearly hard at work. This is the quality assurance that goes into every sticker pack. And here is a look at the March Patreon rewards. I think it's really important to show these up in the studio vlog, because if you're not a part of the Patreon, you don't actually get to see what's in the Patreon. And yet again, this is the botanist being packed. All of the Patreons this month did get an extra print. Every single one got a Prickles print because it was a 1-year anniversary of Patreon being launched and 1-year anniversary of me going full-time freelance, which is terrifying when I think about it. I love showing off what goes off in these packs because some of the work in here I'm extremely proud of. Like, I love some of the work I've managed to produce for Patreon. It makes me really, really happy. A lot of stuff makes me happy. What can I say? So I wanted to show something that just arrived. Of course, Bella's been very, very sleepy, and I just needed to. No, well, Bella didn't arrive. Kickstarter I backed a while ago actually just arrived, and I got too excited, unboxed, and already looked for it. I'm really sorry. I was gonna do that on camera, but I got far too excited. And this is the Ava Demon Kickstarter. Now, I paid extra so I could have the pins, because look at these pins. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh, I need these. Because I actually missed out on a lot of the early bird stuff, because I found out about this quite late. But I had to back this. Ava's Demon is a webcomic done by Michelle Fuss. I hope I'm saying your name right. I do apologise. And I have been inspired by this person's work for a very, very long time. Her use of colour is absolutely astounding. And I missed out on the first Kickstarter, and the second I found out, I was like, I don't have a lot of money, but I want to back what I can, and I paid a little extra so I could get the art book as well. And then when later on they had the back kit, you could add these on. So I actually added these on, but I digress. So I paid so that I could get this book. And firstly, can we just appreciate how gorgeous this print quality is? This is massively I mean, look at that. Oh, chromatic. If you've never read Ava's Demon before, it's sort of like a high fantasy based novel. It does get quite graphic at times, but the colouring alone in this is just, the story is fantastic. I am obsessed with this, but I'm just going to show you like a page that I am. Oh, look at it. But I digress. And this obviously came with the art book. Now, Michelle's work is phenomenal. And It is just so beautiful. Like, these are some of her most recent works, and I am obsessed with them. But it also came with the prints. Now, these are the backer bonus prints, and that's Maggie, and this is Ava. I believe this one's called Nirvana, and I think this comes like Banana Rama. That's the prints, and then it came also as well with, if I can get it out one-handed, come on, this beautiful holographic sticker. I have no idea where I'm going to put this, but I don't mind. Now, I do love backing Kickstarters. I love backing Kickstarters because it means that a person's project can come about, and it means that you're able to get a beautiful product in return. I've backed a few Kickstarters. I've actually backed another Kickstarter by an artist called La Pouton. I think that's how you pronounce it. And that should be here within the next few weeks, so you may see it in next month's vlog. But I am so excited about this. I can't yet. Even Bella's excited. She's gonna get her paws all over this. I'm really excited to reread Ava's Demon because it is now on Webtoon. So if you want to read this, please do. Please go check out Michelle's work. She's phenomenal eyes, and I just want to scream about this all day because this is mwah, mwah. It is, yes, it is chef's kiss, is everything. Now I'm going to go back to doing store prep because I have an awful lot to do. There is like 3 days until the store launch, and I am we got a lot of work to do. Yeah. Oh, I love this cat. But anyway, go check out Michelle's work. Bella approved. But I'm en route to the post office. Yay! This is my last postal run of the month. I try and go every single Friday if I can, if we've got a good amount of store orders. I mean, some weeks you're gonna have more store orders than others, and that's down to like working on your SEO and stuff. Like, my shop needs a workover and a do-over because some of my SEO targets aren't hitting properly. So, you know, that's something I can work on, and that's something I'm slowly working on, and I want to improve all my photos and all that. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. I'm actually, now while I'm in town, I thought I'd have a look in the pound shop and see if we can find any spring related sort of like products to have photographs with. Now, I have a lot of summer, autumn and winter props. I don't have a lot of spring palette style things, so we're gonna see if we can get some like paper that has like craft backgrounds to it and other bits and pieces as well. Now, you can just go on Amazon and search Amazon for products, but sometimes it actually works out trying a little cheaper shopping around. Now, at the moment, we don't have a lot of shops open, which is absolutely okay, because normally I would check out like the charity shops as well. But at this moment in time, you know, we don't have that. So we're just going to work with what we've got. Try and spend as little time in the town centre as much as I can. But let's go post these orders, shall we? Yes, let's go. Let's go. So I did have a quick look around the pound shop, and I wasn't massively successful. In the end, we used a mixture of the new and old stuff that I managed to pick up. I picked up a few little bits here and there, but I'm really happy with how the pictures turned out, and overall, this was a really fun month. I hope you enjoyed these studio vlogs, the little look behind the scenes of what I get up to each month. It means a lot that you guys have supported me in this first full year of freelance, and I'm excited to work hard and bring more stuff to you. I hope you all have a wonderful week, month. Keep drawing, love what you do, and most of all, folks, stay creative.